While many are expected to attend the military parade this Saturday, Pope Leo XIV is giving a video address on the same day at the White Sox baseball stadium in Chicago. Some are viewing this as counter-programming to the president's parade. We want to discuss all of this now with Vanessa Corcoran. She's the advising dean at the Georgetown College of Arts and Sciences. Great to see you today. What is your take on the timing of the Pope's live address?
Thank you for having me. So we have a Pope who on Sunday said we must open borders, break down walls, and dispel hatred. And tomorrow he's giving an address to a sold-out stadium at Rate Field where over 40,000 people are gathered to attend, giving a video message to the youth, a message of peace. His first message when he got on the loggia of St. Peter's Basilica on May 8th was "Peace be with you all." So all of these messages that he is giving, in stark contrast to the military parade that's going to take place, is a message of peace for not just those in Chicago, where he is from, the first Chicago-born Pope, but also to the world as well.
Right, and in earlier addresses, we've heard from Pope Leo talk about the importance of maintaining the dignity of migrants and that they should be respected. A lot, though, has happened since some of those earlier remarks when you talk about the raids in LA with ICE. What more? How much further do you think he will go with his rhetoric, given all that has happened, all has changed since his earlier remarks?
I think tomorrow's speech is likely to be his most American speech yet. His initial remarks were delivered in Italian and Spanish. Tomorrow, I presume he's going to be speaking in English. Although Catholics make up only 6% of the global Catholic Church, there are 20% of American adults are Catholic. And I think this is going to be a very targeted message about the treatment of migrants, about calls for peace, not just in the United States, but around the world. But knowing that this is really the first targeted message to youth as well, the future on which not just the church, but the future of America is built upon, I think is going to be very significant. Do I think he's going to be making, specific references to the president? No. But I do think it's going to be a really important message for us to watch, taking cues as to what his message on the treatment of migrants will be.
And the split screen moment of tanks and machines that kill, with a pope urging reconciliation, an end to wars, and love. How should Americans interpret these dueling messages from two very powerful men?
Exactly. So, one of the most memorable images I have of then Robert Prevost is him standing in flooded waters in Peru. This was a missionary priest before he became Pope, literally rolling up his sleeves, building different services for migrants, for people in need. When he was in Peru, providing homes for those dispersed from Venezuela, from violent communities. And so that's someone who is actually doing the work of providing safe places for migrants, for refugees, in stark contrast to the more this military parade that's going to take place. So this is someone that has lived a missionary life in service of the people. And it is my hope that he is also, in speaking to the youth, creating challenges for them to commit to lives of service in any shape or form.
I want to go back to my first question about timing. Does the fact that the Pope is involved in this live address on the very same day as the president's military parade, does that also suggest that he is willing to confront very timely matters that may divide?
Absolutely. His early addresses have spoke on providing assistance and a ceasefire in Gaza, in talking about the end of the Russian-Ukraine war. He is following the news and speaking and meeting with world leaders in attempts to build bridges. Again, that was one of his first messages on May 8th, was he saw himself to be a bridge builder, a peacemaker, not a divider. And by specifically naming different areas in which that needs to be taken on is absolutely paramount.
All right, Vanessa Corcoran from Georgetown University. A very busy weekend. We'll be watching lots of live streams of two very important events. Thank you so much for your time.